the National Football League. And now, your defending Super Bowl champion,
On the Cowboys sideline, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. A moment he will remember forever. His first game as a head coach in the National Football League. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try. The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. We didn't expect this year to be any different.
Here's Hurts to throw. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 4.
Throwing is Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going for it with the option right. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Now Prescott faking it on the end around and looking to throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. Now a second and 10. Prescott to throw it. He hits Blue. He's to the 15. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Hurts. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 43 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Prescott. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Drops it to Blue, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Well, hold everything here because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Barkley inside handoff. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That's good for an Eagles.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Runs over it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On the sneak, it's Hurts. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain on the play. That's another Eagles.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
17 yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. 2nd and goal from the 1. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to him.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Smith catches left side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A give running right is Vaughn. And he stopped immediately there. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Prescott down. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. All that blown up by DeMarvion Overshown.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
4 yards. That's good for the Eagles. First down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run forward Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
3rd and 8.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Nowhere to turn here, he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Throwing, Prescott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. On first down, it's Blue. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They work now on 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Prescott. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd.
Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began to play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Here's Hurts to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for another Eagles
Throwing is Hurts. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Right side complete to Mechie. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run the option. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. They'll drop the throw as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thank you. The rain, if anything, maybe intensified while you were covering the halftime report. We'll see how these two coaching staffs want to approach this second half to come. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Quick throw there is incomplete. And right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
They go with blue between the tackles. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 3rd and 4.
At the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 yards.
Now Prescott. A little juke. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled down. He wound up getting 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Blue running left side. And the follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
First down, Dallas.
They go again with Blue. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Prescott able to use those legs of his to pick up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Running behind center with Vaughn. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Deuce Vaughn, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Aubrey now for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. All right, Scott, thank you. The rain, if anything, maybe intensified while you were covering the halftime report. We'll see how these two coaching staffs want to approach this second half to come. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. Fighting through it, he's got space. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. We'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
3rd and 3.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. John Mechie, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
All right, Scott, thank you. The rain, if anything, maybe intensified while you were covering the halftime report. We'll see how these two coaching staffs want to approach this second half to come. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Toss play to the right to Blue. Gets past one man. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think they were right about this one.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They hand it off. It's Blue. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get it.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Cowboys field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match him touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Brian Anger now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Back to throw here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hurts completing this one quickly. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
On the pickup. Second and 6. At the 6.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up third and 4.
Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. The kick by Elliott is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. He had to force the field goal.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the 34-yard line.
Handoff coming left is Vaughn. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. That is incomplete. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott now. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
Now a first carry here for their running back. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Prescott. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, it will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line.
18 on the play. First down, Dallas.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw is Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Dak. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
For the Cowboys field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd down.
A loss of a yard.
He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Complete to number 11, A.J. Brown. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. This one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that will keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Cowboys, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. Now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.